Well, hello there. Grab a cuppa and pull up a chair because have I got some news for you? It seems the lovely folks here in the United Kingdom have been busy bees, haven't they? Yes, they've been cooking up a whole new batch of border rules, and let me tell you, it's quite the recipe. The new Labour government, bless them, unveiled their immigration white paper on May 12th, 2025. And the main goal? Well, it seems they're aiming to tighten those borders just a tad and, shall we say, manage the numbers of people popping over for a long-term stay. It's all very official, very serious, and definitely something to keep an eye on, especially if you've been dreaming of Big Ben and afternoon tea. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty, shall we? One of the big changes that'll have people talking is about settling down for good. If you're thinking of permanent residency, you might need a little more patience. The settlement period is set to double, going from 5 years all the way up to 10 years. 10 years. You could watch a whole generation of reality TV stars rise and fall in that time. And for those skilled workers eyeing a UK job, the salary thresholds are getting a bit of a hike too. It's all part of this grand plan to, as they say, control immigration. So, best check those bank balances and pack an extra dose of patience and hold on to your hats because there's more. Remember the health and care worker visa? Oh, it was ever so popular, especially with our brilliant professionals from India and South Asia. Well, for new applicants, that particular door is, shall we say, closing. Poof, gone. It's quite a shift, isn't it? One minute you're picturing yourself in a lovely NHS uniform, the next you're wondering what's plan B. It really shows how determined the government is to make some rather significant changes to who comes in and under what terms. It's all a bit dramatic, if you ask me. But wait, there's another twist in the tale, especially for the bright young students. The graduate route visa, that lovely little scheme allowing students to stay on and work for a bit after their studies, is getting a trim. It's going down from 2 years to 18 months. The government mentions something about only 30% of these visa holders finding professional jobs. So they've decided a little snip is in order, and just to add a cherry on top, there will be new restrictions on how many family members can join students. So it's not just about your qualifications anymore, it's about the whole family package. Oh, the times there are changing. Now let's talk about something that's really got tongues wagging. It's the English language requirement. We've all had a go at learning a new language, haven't we? A bit of ¿Où es la bibliothèque? Here. ¿Dónde está la playa? There. But this is serious business. For the very first time, adult dependents planning to come to the UK will need to prove they can speak English. Yes, you heard that right. This includes spouses, partners, and even parents if they're coming as dependents. It's a brand new hoop to jump through, and it's causing quite a stir, as you can imagine. Think about it for a moment. Let's say you're a wonderfully talented professional from India, all set for a brilliant new job in London. Fantastic. But now your spouse, who might have been planning to support the family, perhaps look after the children or even just acclimatise, also needs to pass an English test. Or imagine bringing over your elderly parents to live with you. They too will need to demonstrate their English skills. It adds another layer of preparation and potentially stress to the whole moving process. It's not just about packing suitcases anymore, it's about conjugating verbs too. This new rule, bless its cotton socks, could present some real challenges. For older dependents, picking up a new language might not be as easy as it is for the young whippersnappers. And within a diverse country like India, while many speak excellent English, there are also many who are more comfortable in regional languages, especially if they haven't needed English for their daily lives or careers back home. It raises questions about family unity and the practicalities of uprooting an entire family. Will everyone be able to meet the standard? It's a tough one, it really is. So this English language requirement for adult dependents is a pretty significant development. It's not a minor tweak, it's a fundamental change to who can accompany main applicants. For families planning their future in the UK, this will be a major point of discussion and, dare I say, a bit of a worry. It's one of those things that sounds straightforward on paper. Ensure everyone can integrate. But the reality on the ground for individual families could be a whole different kettle of fish, or should I say a whole different cup of chai. So what does all this bureaucratic hullabaloo actually mean for our wonderful friends from India? Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? For Indian students who have flocked to UK universities in absolutely massive numbers, we're talking nearly 140,000 in 2022, up from just over 10,000 in 2015. These new rules could make them pause and think. The shorter post-study work visa, the limits on bringing family, and the general sense of tightening up might just make other countries look a tad more appealing. It's a big decision choosing where to study, and these changes certainly add more to the equation. And it's not just the students feeling the pinch. Indian professionals have also been a huge part of the UK's skilled workforce. They've topped the charts for work visas in recent years, but with higher salary thresholds for skilled worker visas and the rather abrupt scrapping of the health and care worker visa route for new applicants, many might find their UK dream a little harder to reach. It's like planning a fantastic party, sending out all the invitations and then changing the dress code at the last minute to astronauts only. A bit tricky, you see. Many skilled Indians might now be weighing their options more carefully than ever before. Now let's talk about the bigger picture, UK-India relations. It's all very interesting because just this May of 2025, a shiny new India-UK trade deal was signed. Hurrah! This deal aims to make it for some Indian professionals, think tech gurus, management wizards and engineering geniuses, to get visas. There's even a special quota for musicians, chefs and yoga instructors. How lovely. But then, on the other hand, we have these stricter immigration rules, like the English test for dependents. It's a bit like offering a delicious slice of cake with one hand and a very complicated fork with the other. This creates a rather intriguing, shall we say, dynamic. One part of the government is rolling out the welcome mat for specific skills through the trade deal, while another part seems to be adding more hurdles to the general immigration path. How will this be perceived in India? Will the benefits of the trade deal be overshadowed by the tougher stance on broader immigration and family reunification? It's a delicate dance, international relations, and these mixed signals could certainly make the music a little harder to follow. It will be fascinating to see how this affects the long-standing and generally rather warm relationship between the two countries. It's all quite fascinating when you look at the numbers, isn't it? It seems there's already been a bit of movement. In 2024, a record 58,000 Indians actually left the UK. That's the highest figure ever recorded. About 37,000 of those were for study-related reasons and 18,000 for work. At the same time, immigration from India to the UK also took a bit of a dip in 2024, down to 156,000 from a whopping 277,000 in 2023. So the tide was already turning a bit even before these latest rules from the May 2025 white paper fully kicked in. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? The government, of course, sees these falling numbers as a success. Former Home Secretary James Cleverly pointed to earlier visa rule changes as the reason for the drop in net migration. And Prime Minister Keir Starmer has also highlighted this reduction. The overall net migration to the UK fell by nearly half in 2024. So from their perspective, the plan is working. The big question now is whether these brand new, even stricter rules will accelerate this trend of fewer people coming in, and perhaps more people, including Indians, deciding the UK adventure has run its course or is just too complicated to begin. It's important to remember that these changes are happening against a backdrop of a wider government strategy to reduce overall net migration. It's not just about one group or one visa type, it's a broad stroke approach. While the trade deal with India, signed in May 2025, offers some simplified routes for certain professionals, these wider immigration changes, especially the new English language test for adult dependents and the shortened graduate visa, paint a more complex picture. It's a bit like one step forward with the trade deal and perhaps a hop, skip and a jump sideways with the immigration policies for many. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Well, if you're an Indian student or professional dreaming of the UK, the message is clear. Do your homework. The goalposts have definitely shifted. It's more important than ever to understand all the new requirements, from English tests for your loved ones to changes in how long you can stay after your studies. The UK still offers incredible opportunities, absolutely, but navigating the path to get there and to stay has become a bit more of an obstacle course. So be prepared, stay informed, and perhaps pack an extra dictionary. Tally ho and good luck.